Before I start, I have to make a brief note that the content in the video is an analysis of cheating in Le Mans Ultimate last night, whereby 3 players, who I'm going to show you now, conspired together to manipulate the results of an esport event that's being held by Logitech. Most people who play LMU at the moment will know the event I'm talking about. There's $35,000 in prizes available at the moment, and the event is held in live races, but you've got to set the fastest time during the live race, which is, let's say, controversial because people prefer to, I think, in general, be the fastest guy and win the race rather than just setting hot laps during a live race, if that makes sense. I'm showing here the 3 guys are just scrolling here because I'm narrating over the footage I recorded and the edit. I'm just scrolling through the lobby here. It's a green lobby, as you can see. Everybody's got the green badge for safety, but the problem is you've got 3 guys at the top with really high driver rankings, and then everybody else is sort of more or less B3, S1, and this is where the problem begins. You can see the 3 guys here, Luke, Addison, and Pilko and Dyer. The 3rd place guy, who qualified in 3rd place, is the first victim in this video, but he is not the only victim. Everybody else is a victim, but the 3 guys at the top, Dyer, Pilko, and Addison, cheat the system. You can see here that Pilko set 3:57.38, despite setting a 4:01 in qualifying. I'll just show you really quickly. If you don't understand the Logitech summer event, there's $35 on the line. There's a bunch of prizes for people. All you've got to do is set the fastest time or the fastest time of the week, I think, during these races, and essentially you're in with a prize. There's lots of other events going on in other games, but we're looking specifically at the Logitech McLaren summer season challenge here. So over onto the footage, the actual footage. We see Addison here. He is a content creator. He's officially partnered with Le Mans Ultimate. I suspect he won't be officially partnered anymore after this video. The guy who's being boosted is the guy called Pilko. Addison and Dyer are going to work together to boost Pilko up and give him a hugely fast time. I only recorded 1 race. Obviously, it's this race, but I suspect that they do this a lot. Now, who is Addison? Well, Addison is this guy. He's I guess a pro sim racer. He has a website here. He offers coaching, and he he charges money for this stuff. So, I mean, take from that for what you will, but the kind of coaching you're about to see now is not legal at all. In fact, it's cheating in esports, it's cheating 397 Studios, it's cheating all the players in the lobby, and it's cheating the guy who's going to win the prizes, because realistically, he's not fast enough to win the prizes. So we're just going to have a look here really quickly. The first thing that happens is, if you see here, the Brazilian chap who's qualified in 3rd place, he's going to get cheated out of his 3rd place qualifying spot because Dyer and Pilko work together here, and obviously Addison in front. There's 3 guys here. That's Pilko there, and this is the poor chap who gets his 3rd place qualifying stolen from him, while these 3 guys, who are going to cheat the entire lobby in a few minutes, cheat this guy out of his 3rd place by manipulating the start sequence here. So if you watch it really closely, Addison in front in 1st place is slowing right down, so that the 2nd place guy is slowing right down, but sat just on the line. The 4th place guy, who's part of the cheating team, is sat right on his bumper, and they're just literally, the 3rd place guy is now effectively starting in 4th place because they've manipulated the entire start. How about that? I've never seen that before. It's a whole new thing for me. So I just noticed during the video edit that this was happening. And honestly, it's a whole new thing for me. Moving on from that, we're about to see essentially the first lap. Now, I apologize for the video being so long, but I kind of need to leave long sections of boring parts. You can see the first cut here. So the entire setup works by cutting the track continuously. The main guy, well, there's no main guy really, it's the three are working together, but Pilko is the one who's going to benefit from there's another cut from the cheat essentially, and Addison and Dyer are the ones doing all the heavy lifting. What's going to happen here is they've gapped, you see they've gapped the fourth place guy who should be third place. They've gapped him by cutting the corners, and it's got to be said, these guys are fast anyway. So they, like, it's the absurdity of cheating the entire system to win a goddamn mouse. Doing all this to destroy a lobby and destroy their reputations as well, because Addison now, his reputation is in the toilet as far as I'm concerned. And the rest of the community were going to know about this. I'm going to make sure about it. But you can see here they continuously cut the corners. They're gapping the guy behind and they're setting up, right? So we're going to fast forward here. Well, you can see they're continuously gapping, but they're not fighting because they're working together. You can see here that's Pilko is now up in first place. He started second, if you remember. And here comes the setup, okay? So what's going to happen is Pilko and Addison is going to swap positions with Pilko. He's going to get out in front of him here. It's the failed attempt, I called it. And I edited that very badly, but there we go. Here we go. Addison gets out in front. Pilko is in the middle. He's the mark. He's going to get the benefit. The guy is Dyer behind is cutting the corners as he does because he wants to keep on Pilko's ass. Pilko pulls off to the right. That seems to be a tactic for fast lapping. I've never seen it before, but I've noticed fast guys doing it. So here we go. First cut there. Not the first cut. It's the cut of Manny, but this is for this attempted cheating, okay? So here we go on Pilko on board. Pilko's now driving legit. He's trying to maintain the line and set a fast time. You're going to get Dyer here, or Dyer, who's going to make a massive cut here, get up on Pilko's ass and bump draft him. Boom. There's the bump draft. Now he's speeding up. He's gaining massive speed. Meanwhile, Addison, as you can see in front, is providing a slipstream. So this guy is getting a huge speed boost. Massive speed boost. Look at the speed now down the straight. Wait until you see the speed by the end. I think I'll go back to show that. He's going to be over 290 kilometers. Addison has done his job. He's provided the initial slipstream, while Dyer is going to again cut the corner here. Pilko goes through. Dyer cuts the corner. Dyer gets right. Watch this. So Dyer is there. He cuts the corners. Back up on Pilko's ass to try and get another bump. However, this is the failed attempt. This was the first of two attempts. This one failed because he didn't get that perfect artificial launch out of the corner by cutting the corner. So he doesn't get the bump on Pilko. Pilko doesn't get the advantage down the straight. He goes down the straight like a normal person, like us poor normal guys who have to do it properly. This time he gets the bump. So this is the second bump, and this is a straight push all the way down the straight here as well. Drops back, Pilko goes through. Addison does a massive cut there. Just reverse to give you a look at that. So Addison now is falling back from these guys. So he's thinking, shit, we're going to have to do a second attempt. This one hasn't gone well, so I'm going to have to catch up by completely cutting the corner. Good man, Luke. That what would that cost me to learn if I engaged in your coaching? €30 an hour, I believe. €30 an hour on lessons on how to cut the corner and cheat the mechanics of esports. I look forward to it. So Luke now has cut that corner massively. He's got the speed advantage and he's racing through, because these guys know now that this is a failed attempt. They didn't get the bump draft they wanted down the second and third straight, so they're going to have to go again, essentially. Now, what happens at the end of this is Pilko, he's still on a mighty fast lap, a lap that we couldn't normally do, but it's not fast enough for these guys, is it? So maybe he's only going to win a mouse map, but these guys want the whole mouse. You know, they want to cheat the entire system. Top prize at the end of this is like a trip to Logitech gaming center or something. There's like some amazing prizes here, and these guys are hell-bent on winning it through cheating. And I'm sure they're not the only ones who are doing it, but we're concentrating on these guys because these are the guys I caught. I'm pretty sure he cut the corner there, and that ruined his lap as well. So what happens here is, unfortunately, the timer in the replay doesn't show the actual times, but I showed you those at the beginning. And again, the replay file is available to download in the description. The next lap is essentially a setup lap because they've already wasted this lap. So I'm just going to fast forward super fast through this, and we're back to the beginning of the setup again. This is lap 4, and this is the successful attempt, as you can see. So again, they're here. They're in the wrong sequence, so there you go. Addison goes through because he's going to be the toe. Pilko, the mark, is in the middle, and Dyer, the punter up the bum, is behind. Again, they pull over to the right to get that start. It's an interesting tactic. I don't know what that is, but it's something I've learned from this, that maybe it gives you an extra 10th, I don't know. And then you see Addison has pulled away a good bit, but this is going to work out perfectly. There you go. There's Dyer's in the cut. So he gets right up behind Pilko here. He's getting ready for the big bump down the first Mulsanne straight. Pilko right now is on the edge. He's driving as fast as he possibly can, but because he's shite, he needs these guys to boost him down the straight. And here he goes. Bam. There's the first boost. He pushed him. Addison now, he's 0.6 ahead. It's going to be 0.5. It's going to be 0.4. It's going to be 0.3. He's providing a massive... He's smashing a hole in the air for Pilko now while Dyer pumps him up the bum. And here we go. Addison gets out of the way. Mighty Addison, a content creator, representing the community, representing us guys. There you go. Dyer goes through again. Another massive cut. This time, he does a really good one. He gets right in the slipstream, and he's going to bump this guy. It's not perfect. It could have been better, which leads me to believe that they probably done this a lot afterwards. But I didn't realize until I looked at the replay. So I would have gone straight into the next race to try and catch more footage of it. But now that you guys know, you'll probably catch it yourselves. Here you go. He's bump drafting him here. Another boost, speed boost. So that's a speed boost on the first Mulsanne, speed boost on the second Mulsanne. Here's the cut, so he can get right on his bum again. And here comes the third bump. This is a good one. Boys now, they're probably in Discord. They're cackling. They're like hyenas. They're super excited about this. Oh, we're not going to win that mouse map, lads. We're going to win a Logitech mouse this time. I can only imagine their excitement because they're cheating scum. So that's the third boost. And after the hairpin, cuts the corner again, gets in the slipstream, makes a bit of a hash of this one, doesn't get it perfectly, but he's still going to catch him and he's still going to give him a bump right at the end. There you go. I bet Pilko loved that. A nice bump. Bump up the rear. And that's it. Godspeed. They let him off to try and finish the race on his own. After giving him 2, 3, 4 second advantage down the 3 or 4 straights. And that's the story of this cheating. I assume, if you look at the leaderboards, I assume that they're all cheating because they're putting in amazing lap times that are frankly impossible. unless you got mighty content creators who make a living from coaching people, and this is the kind of coaching they do after hours. This isn't streamed, of course. This is private, sitting out here at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock in the morning, ruining other people's races, stealing the prizes from potential winners who are driving as fast as they can and legitimately. The race ends like this. Pilko is gone, you can see. Addison comes through. They start messing about. The last lap is pointless because they just start cruising, and I can only imagine they're cruising home, talking in Discord, celebrating their amazing achievement of cheating a lobby full of bronze players who are trying to do it right. I'll add that in this race, I started from the pits. I qualified in 8th. I started from the pits and I finished in 10th, I believe. Because at the beginning, in the chat at the beginning, when Addison set a monster lap time, he set a 3:59. I commented in the chat that these green lobbies are rough, essentially because if you're a really safe driver, you end up, but you're not fast, let's say. You're a bronze driver, bronze 3 in my case. You end up in a lobby with gold because they're also super saved. And if there's not many people playing online, it's kind of unfair. So and I commented, it would probably be better to be a blue or an orange badge driver because you'd at least be in lobbies with people of your own skill level. To which Addison, the cheeky cheating git, replied in the chat, no, just no. And then some guy was like, I think it was, I'm not even going to say who it was, but one of the other drivers said, oh, I love your content. I know your YouTube channel. And the guy's like, oh, thank you for the support. Meanwhile, he's cheating the entire lobby, including the guy who was kissing his ass. It's pathetic. These guys need to be banned for life, permanently banned, because it's a fraud they're committing. Not just cheating the game, they're cheating an esport event. They're cheating real prize money, real prizes, and they're cheating the entire community. So screw those guys.